crock-pot meal. I'm a college student, so sometimes I get really busy, so I like to just put things in the crock-pot or the oven when I'm doing homework so that I don't have to constantly micromanage it. So for So you're going to want to salt it to your liking. Rub the seasoning in. This company actually makes like steak seasoning and like other seasonings too. And for a long time I was using the steak seasoning and I didn't know about the chicken seasoning until my roommate last year had it. But I'm a way bigger fan of the chicken than I am the steak seasoning. But you're gonna want to get both sides and be generous with it, because sometimes, like in my crock pot, extra water produces and then the flavor gets a little bit watered down. So that is the first thing you want to do. Then you want to grab your crock pot, and I just have like a mini one right there that I'm actually going to plug up over here. Sorry you guys, my angle may be just a tad off. And please make sure, like if you're touching anything in between grabbing your crock pot or anything like that, that you wash your hands, because you don't want to cross-contaminate anything or get any bacteria anywhere. And then the final step is just put the chicken just put the chicken thighs into the crock pot and let them cook. Depending on your crock pot, it can be anywhere from 3 to 8 hours. So for mine, the only temperature setting is low, and it says to keep it in there for about, I want to say like 6 hours. But since for some reason my crock pot seems to cook 1,000 times quicker than other ones, so I leave mine in there for about 4 hours. I come out and check it a little bit, but yeah. And then I'll come back later when I'm cooking my rice and my corn. So the next ingredient that you're gonna need, well, I mean, I'm using rice. You could use any really any side dish, but I'm using this Uncle Ben's Flavor Infusion chicken and herb rice. As you can see, I already used a lot of it. I got it from Influencer, and if you want me to do a video on how I got this box, just let me know, because it was completely free. Back to the rice. So for tonight, I just want 1 cup, which is a lot actually, but actually maybe I'll go ahead and do a 1/2 cup instead of a 1 cup. I actually don't need that much rice. Well, that's a really quick problem. Okay, whatever guys. So what I actually got was I did a 1/2 cup instead of a full cup. So I'm just going to pour this in here. For this rice, you're going to want, since it's a 1/2 cup, to do 1 full cup of water for a 1/2 cup, and then 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm going to use a little bit more than, so this is just a little bit more than a tablespoon. But I find like the rice is good on its own because it's flavor infused. Oh gosh, I just dropped the knife. But if you add some butter and some salt, you don't need too much. It's actually really good. And then you're going to want to boil it. This rice calls for you to combine the rice and the water and the butter, that's optional, into the saucepan. Like there you can see the dimensions I use. 1/2 cup of rice, 1 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of butter. Then you want to bring it to a boil and then reduce it to medium-low and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Then you're going to remove it from the heat for 5 minutes and let the water absorb. What I did not mention earlier was when you're cooking with your crock pot, you want to make sure that, I don't know why my camera's not good. You want to make sure that you do not take the lid off of your crock pot while you're cooking it. Make sure that the lid is secure on that while you're cooking it. So for this rice, it calls for you to cover the pan. And we don't really have a top for this, so I'm just using another pan to cover this while it simmers on medium to low. It's just canned corn. And so I like mine a little bit sweet. So I'm just going to use the sugar. Normally I use just like regular sugar, but my roommate got cubes, which is fine. It's better to measure out. But, so I'm just going to put the sugar cubes in here and let this boil for a little bit. And then my meal will be complete. It was quick and easy. I did some laundry. I got my reading done for homework. I finished all of my emails, got those sent out. And yeah, so this was just really easy with my schedule that I had today. I didn't have to stand here and like micromanage anything. So I'm just going to put that on medium heat and let it go. I'll be back later, guys. Bye.